go fishing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that gonna be in the video? Is that...
Just missed it by that much.
I almost went. And I'm like, I'm not starting the day off that way. It's not gonna happen. Good stuff, Maynard.
There you go, nice 18-incher. Welcome back to Ripping Lips Adventures. My name is Randy. I'm here with my buddy Brett Bloemendaal from Bloemendaal Guide Service, and we are in the thick of the wind. 20-mile-an-hour winds with some 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and it's like 64 degrees outside. Almost have to jump in the 70-degree water to warm up because it's almost like freezing for a July 31st event. You do a little auto charting over in this area?
I did.
A lot, the way it looks, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of sunken hump stuff that is out on the map in Douglas.
Oh, really? So it's actually worth auto charting sometimes?
Yeah, when you got a pile of fish and 28 feet of water, that sounds like a perfect spot to jig wrap them, and it's not really working. I'm about one cast away from being done here. Well, we tried that. That didn't work.
I don't know if we're gonna get around that next day or not.
There's another giant mark just off the ledge there again. It's kind of hanging off that ledge at the same depth of the ledge, you know. If we don't find like big groups of fish, part of me just wants to drive around off these cliffs, look for them big arcs and drop jigging wraps and see if we can get one or two tankers.
Yeah.
Brandon and I had that day in May in Deepwater Bay 2 years ago where we probably had 23 pounds of fish. Oh, there's a bite. There we go. Hooked up, baby. First fish of the day. Ripple Lip and I are out here east siding today in a gnarly, windy, cold front day. We haven't seen a whole lot down here yet, but we got one finally to go for the camera. It is it the last day of July or the first day of August?
Last day of July.
July 31st. And I'm wearing a stocking cap and rain gear. It's probably a 15-incher. Trying to find some fish closer to home. See if we can get on some fish down here for the latter part of the year, but we're kind of limited where we can go. It's blowing 20 gust into 30. That's the forecast for today. So we did launch at Douglas. We got out of the bay, so we're no longer in Douglas, but we're kind of tucked around where it's somewhat palatable. So 2 marks on the screen at one time, Randy. I'm gonna troll off the ledge onto this little hump over here. See if we get something coming down. See if there's one of them big piggers sitting on the ledge like the other places. I don't even know just my bottom bouncer.
The humidity must be pretty high today for
Feels like it.
this wind to feel like it's freezing. It's 64 degrees, but it feels like it's 50.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of fish sitting here last year once. I was just in the middle between the point and that island here in 38 feet of water. And all of a sudden it was just like fish, 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 fish. They were all 14 inches. But that was kind of the whole problem last year. It was like, there were days where you could find fish. They were just all 14 inches.
Yeah, at least they're bigger now.
Mhm.
17-inch fish feels like a 20-incher. Oh.
Now I actually hooked one on Craig's custom jig and wrap. The 6-pack custom. I got the purple and white one he did for me, especially for these cloudy days. And the white being a smelty thing. He's hunkering down a little bit. He might be okay. Kind of thought he was another 4. Yeah, he's still only about 15 inches, but he's feisty. He's a feisty sucker. I might flip him if he'll stay on there. We kind of got him on a camera if he doesn't. That's not bad.
Yeah.
16 maybe. Decent little fish there. Another chubbo, smelt chaser. One on a bottom bouncer, one on a jig and wrap. That was in like, we just drifted off a point towards another hump. It was just kind of in no man's land. Is that little warrior?
Yep. Probably.
They're like, no, we're done over here. Oh. Another one on the jig and wrap coming off that hump. We did try jig wrapping a little bit outside of Douglas on a rock pile that didn't really produce much, but now we got a couple going here.
You actually need a net, huh?
I might need a net. He might be a little heavier. We'll see. Maybe an inch longer. That's a better fish. Right off in the net. 16 and a half, maybe a half inch longer. I don't know. We're catching fish anyway.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Jig and wrap fish.
Putting fish in the boat anyway. I would assume that was those marks I saw that I finally ran into, but it could be way down in that bowl too. I don't know.
Good day for a sailboat. 4 sailboats, 5 sailboats. That's the most
like
I've ever seen.
Is there just a bunch of buddies, or is there some kind of sailboat event today? We're coming up on some fish here. There's a mark or two marks down there. Goodness. We can get Randy hooked up on the jig wrap. I need a new crawler at this point. He's dried as a piece of jerky.
Oh.
Yeah, fish?
I think I got a fish.
Is he still on?
Still on, yeah.
Fish on the line. Pretty quick for just arriving at this spot and dropping a line down, eh?
Yeah, it was.
It's impressive. You're an impressive guy, Randy.
Yeah.
Is he a hog? How many is a tank?
It's 20 inches.
20 inches? Is that what he's going with?
Yeah.
Show me 20.
It's 20.
Show me 20.
It's coming up a little faster now though, but he's.
I bet that's the biggest fish of the day. That's 18 maybe. Look at that.
There we go.
Look at that. Quality fish, Randy.
Acting like a 20, but more like 18 then, yeah.
Quality fish.
And he choked it.
I didn't even have my night crawler on yet, and Randy's already got a fish. That's the power of gulp.
There you go, nice 18-incher.
Want to get mine while I'm thinking about it?
Yeah.
4 landed. Crikey. Okay, that's a little more of a gust than I wanted to see. I can't adjust the speed that fast. That's a problem. That's an issue. Well, this was such a nice spot to fish until that gustiness started. Oh, come on, wind. Just tone it down a little bit, will you? Just a little too much right now. I can't get that speed dialed in. I got a fish on the graph. I would like to pull through him at a decent pace. You could just relax a little bit. Chill out, wind.
Hey, we get to have a peeing fish. I've always wanted one of those. There's a little one.
There's a little one?
It could be another 18.
You can't stop once you start, Harry. It stings. Nice fish. He's getting all squirrely on me. I almost didn't net him.
It's another, it's a little
17 maybe?
17.
16 and a half?
Tiny.
16 and a half. That's what I'm going with. We actually found a little spot kind of out of the wind here. The wind doesn't matter quite as much when the fish are in 28 feet of water. So
Here it is. Nice, healthy,
that's a positive thing.
healthy little fish. 16-incher. I'd eat that if I was hungry.
Kind of looks good right now. I'm gonna fashion some kind of burner and fry it up.
Yeah, I've thought about that, but
Unfortunately, it's illegal to clean fish on your boat.
is it?
It is illegal. It didn't used to be, but it is. I don't know when they changed that, but
I had no idea.
I assume the fear is that you'll clean fish and then put them in a cooler and then keep catching above your limit, you know. Don't clean fish on your boat.
Interesting. So, but you can catch and cook in the wintertime on the ice.
You can. Yeah, I don't know why that's different. Maybe they realize that it's brutal cold on the ice in winter or something. They give you some slack, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into that bay now.
Man, big pike. Or it's a walleye. No, I'm not sure. Not really moving. So
Randy's got a good fish over here. Get out of the wind. even further moved back into tiny little bay fishing the channel like I've been trying to do for so long. Really curious what this fish is. You got a rod in the way, or you good?
I think it's gonna be fine.
I think it could be a big one.
Nice head steak there.
Big walleye. I'm gonna be a really happy guy.
Kind of already here.
So yeah, it's not very Of course, when I'm eating my lunch, it always happens. All the action happens during lunchtime. Catfish.
Is it?
Yeah. Dang it. That's a catfish. Oh well. Could still be some other things in here.
It's a nice sized catfish, actually.
That is a good catfish. Oh, really? After all this time? Oh, he's back. Come on, you sucker.
Looks nice.
I think it's a decent one. I know my microphone's off and the audio's gonna suck, but it's like 3.5 hours later. We finally found another fish, and I think it's actually a pretty good one. This has definitely more weight than any of the other fish we caught today. If you can hear what I'm saying at all. What is it? 3:55, almost 4 o'clock. Better at least give you a good shot of this if you can't hear it. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. This one could be pushing 20. Can't see him anymore.
It is pushing 20.
What a bonus fish. After all this time. It was worth the wait. Nice fish. Might actually get a video out of this. Good stuff, Maynard. Going back in the lake. Good way to end, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get more on this pass. But a nice fish nonetheless. Thanks for watching. See you later, fish people.